Stony Brook, what do you mean to me? Man, there are so many stories and so many things I could say, and they're all positive. You guys have been a large influence on my life. You believed in me and saw potential in me long before I saw it in myself. I'm so grateful for the interactions we have had, you have preached the gospel to me through word and through action, and it's been by God's grace that I've responded to it. I'm so fortunate to know you and the many different people, and man, there are so many stories. I remember as a 15-year-old being arrogant and thinking I was going to beat this old man in basketball. And I'll tell you what, Steve Haggerty, you destroyed me, man. There is a place in today's world for your old school basketball philosophies. And I remember when I was like 23, Joe Testino saw that I couldn't get my car started, and he very humbly walked over there. And he's like trying to figure out what's going on, and he's like, "Hey, well, let me get in it for a second." And he gets in, and then he said, "Brian, shh, I don't want to embarrass you, but your car won't start because you left it in drive." Right? And so he probably has not told a soul that since then. It's probably been like 12 years. He's just been keeping it hidden in his heart. And I appreciate that. I've let it out, Joe. It's okay. It's okay. Now you can tell people I was an idiot. I left the car in drive and spent 30 minutes trying to start a car that was not even able to start because it was in drive. And then there's that time that Mark Woolard was so gracious to me. He came over to my house after a sermon when I was like a sophomore in college. And I had the gumption and the arrogance to correct something I heard him say, and he didn't respond harshly or tell me that my correction was incorrect. He just he should have slapped me, is what he should have done. He should have just slapped me right across the face, but he didn't. He just very humbly nodded and was like, "All right." And then he walked out, and obviously years later I'm able to come to this realization, but it's been because of that humility and that generosity that you have always exhibited and demonstrated, and it seems like all areas of my life that it has come in contact with me. I have seen these very strong attributes of God in you, and it has been because of that you've been so successful at producing Timothys and setting people into the world and doing God's will in Wilson, North Carolina. And so I am so blessed to know you guys. It would not be where I am in ministry. I don't see a part of my ministry that I do not at least see a fingerprint of Stony Brook on. And it is such a blessing to be a part of you guys. Your work is continuing to go steadfast, and the Lord is working in wonderful ways. And I'm so thankful to be a part of that work. I've taken up too much time. Thank you so much. You guys have a blessed Sunday morning.